Hey y'all, so today we're gonna be doing the Basketball Wives episode of 7 review. So I did see episode 6, but I think I was doing something last time. I think I was like, oh, my sister was here, so it was like vacation mode kinda. So yeah, I didn't get a chance to really do the review or whatever. So now we are back. Okay, so we just missed one episode, but some of the ladies they left because of all of the confusion that was going down and the drama with OG, which I don't blame them because they're not trying to ruin their reputations because it's like they're trying to reach out to her, they're trying to talk to her and get some kind of resolution, and it's like everything that they're saying she's just kind of flipping it. So at this point they're just kind of exhausted all options, and it's almost like it's not safe to talk to her because of anything they say she's like twisting the words, using it against them, calling them a colorist and all these things, and nobody wants to be labeled with those things because those things will be like on the internet forever. And now that's why Evelyn is actually trying to fight these like slander charges and all these things. So meanwhile, she was talking to her man, Kwami or whatever, and telling him her version of the situation and how uh the girls, they're not really putting in their part, and she feels like she's being fake, or they're being fake, or something along those lines. And he was just like giving her the advice, like, you don't need to validate anybody. But I'm like, dude, if you really saw what was going down, I don't even think you would be able to honestly say the things that you're saying. Like, I feel like, yeah, it's edited, but I feel like editing can only do but so much to alter your personality. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like this is her, and we've seen it with her on numerous occasions, like how you have bad times with everybody, even new people. So something is not right. She wants to insert herself into everybody else's situation, but as soon as people try to even help her, it's a problem. Like, oh, you're new, you don't understand this. Like, at the end of the day, the girls was actually saying good things about her and trying to show that she is human and she's had issues, but she wasn't even happy with that. So yeah. So finally, Phoebe gets to the mansion and she calls up Evelyn, like, yo, what's good? Where's everybody at? She's like, oh, let me tell you the drama that went down. And just kind of lets her know, like, they had left. But then she ends up coming because she doesn't live that far away from where the mansion was, which was cool. Evelyn and Phoebe, they talk about the whole Nia situation, Nia and Lance, and they was able to all come together. So that was good that they was able to squash that little bit of beef that they had. It looks like they're gonna be cordial. Phoebe was coming at her straight with that New York. What's let's go. Let me know what's good. She was coming with that no nonsense type of New York swag, okay? And I was here for it, of course. New York all day, every day. But yeah, Nia ended up saying that she was just having like a petty moment. And we've all been there, especially when you was young. You've had like petty moments where you've done things or said things that you didn't. Well, you look back and you're like, ooh, those cringe moments, or you're like, oh, why the hell did I do that? Or you was just trying to get back at somebody, so you did like something stupid, and you're like, damn, like, and people grow in life, they grow in situations, they grow mentally, physically, etc., etc. So you can't always hold somebody to their past. Some people have said racist things because of the people that they've hung out with, and then eventually, like, they've learned because they didn't have knowledge. They were actually ignorant to certain situations. So, not saying it's to that extreme, but you get what I'm saying. And so when the ladies get back in the house, Jen and OG, they kind of had or got into it a little bit because Jen was telling her the truth. Jen was telling her about herself, and that's the one thing with OG. She doesn't want to hear anything negative about herself. She doesn't want to hear anything that doesn't put her in the highest light, and she obviously has things internally that are affecting her mental health. Well, I don't want to say mental health. That might be a stretch, but I could be right. Or I feel like it's just affecting her. Like, she don't even realize, or if she do realize, she just don't give a shit about it because she's just like, I'm gonna just be who I am, and that's it. Like, and she says like, oh, when she does things, she gets labeled and this and that as aggressive and this and that. But like, homie, you're doing things to look aggressive. Point blank, period. Like, if you're out here talking about, oh, what did she tell that girl? Like, don't get in it or I'm gonna get on you or something like that. She said something crazy to Neo and Naria, one of the two of them. And I'm just like, and you wonder why people are saying what they say. Like, you don't hear nobody else with that kind of energy right now. Like, everybody's being real regular. You over here raising your voice. As soon as somebody comes back at you with the same energy, it's like, oh, why are you coming at me like that? Like, what? You could dish it, but you can't take it. And then it's like, as soon as you're giving back what you gave, all of a sudden, like, now you want to cry victim. Yeah, I don't blame Jackie. Like, Nia and Naria, they had to, like, kind of console Jackie because Jackie ended up telling her, you know, I think we're done here. You know, like, I invited you here in hopes that things would get better. And it's like, everybody's leaving just because of this one person. So, no, her friendships with Shawnee and Evelyn are much more important and much more real and genuine than somebody who's actually over there blaming her for the foolishness as well, like calling her a colorist as well and saying she's part of the problem. Like, what? Like, I'm over here defending you, going to bat for you. I'm over here having you in the house regardless of what other people think. And you gonna say I'm part of the problem? Like, what? What? Like, are you serious right now? No. Like, you done lost your mother effing mind. And I think, like, Jackie really just had to have one of those moments where she's just like, you know what? Like, we're not really having fun because this is a toxic environment. This is toxic energy. It's like one of those relationships where you don't want to see them go, but you know it's at that point where if I don't let you go, if I don't walk away from this, then one of the two of us is either going to end up dead or in jail. So we gonna have to do something different. We gonna have to say au revoir, peace out, I see you later, sayonara, see you when I see you, catch you on the other side, on the flip side, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it was pretty, I feel like it was kind of like a filler episode, like not really a filler episode, but it wasn't really like, oh, let's talk for half an hour type of episode. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much this episode in a nutshell. And guys, definitely make sure if you haven't that you subscribe. I have a video coming where I'm talking about some other stuff, so I'll try to edit that and have it up soon. But we're going to keep this monkey flowing, okay? I'll see y'all on the flip side. Later.